Welcome back to the Inn at the End, friends. Our troopers are already at their table, getting underway. Why don't you go join them? I'll bring you a drink.
The rest of the bay, though, during this time erupts into festivities. You all are participating in kind of the depths of this festival, what this festival, is supposed to be representing. The layers just outside of that are like dealing with all the things around it. And then the layers outside of that are these people that have an excuse to let go for a little bit. And so the whole place is just having fun. And you can see, out in the water, people are swimming and eating and dancing and having a good time while you all have to stay sequestered in your little areas until you start being brought to different events.
So I poop in a bag.
Again?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
What, have we spent any time with that dragon statue recently? I'm trying to remember. I know I'm going to pick the same thing that I always pick with that, but
Of course you did.
we should probably.
We all did before we left.
Yeah. So
So you can
everybody
change your
knows what
thing.
they want.
Yeah, at this moment, what has everyone picked?
Second one. The mental things.
The mental one.
Yeah,
mental
you
one.
can't be fucked
Caleb?
with.
The saving throw one.
Or whatever.
The mental
it
one.
was.
This is the
Yeah.
saving throw to alter your mind.
I swear to
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
last time we played, I was like, I'm going to go listen to what it is exactly so I can just fucking write it down.
I tried to create a little PDF of it, and I got so frustrated with myself. I will get over that hurdle and just have that because it'll make everything so easy.
Yeah.
It'll just be a magic item you have. I guess I could put on D&D Beyond.
Ooh.
We should.
Does anybody use that anymore?
Yeah, I feel like it's going downhill.
Where are we? The first trial.
I'm sorry.
So I was trying to think to myself there. The first trial. I don't know if there's a sequence that these have to go in. So if we want to roll, or if you guys want to choose which one to go to do
One,
first,
two,
that's up to
three,
you.
4.
Do we all roll a d20 and see
No,
who's
let's-
highest?
I'm rolling a d4.
I'm fine with
I'm rolling a
You're
d20.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
It is a 2
A 2.
Which is what?
dash.
Oh,
Dash. I want
so
Dash to
we're,
go
last,
we're
though.
in list order, though, because it's eloquence first in my notes.
I do have eloquence first, yeah. So you are
All right.
brought out on the day
Fuck
of the
these
festival
people
to
I don't have any poem prepared.
to a
You'll be
large kind of amphitheater, and you see guests and people have arrived and are, they're kind of clearing out the show that was there going on before. Seems like they had something else going on. The betrothed candidates all kind of come in on their own with their retinues, their groups. You see Sandoval's got a nice group. You see Dahlia and her group kind of come in, and then you see Brooch and Corgan and Dorgan and like 4 pirates and Brooch.
Hell yeah.
A little smaller than the rest, but come in. You see Brooch is looking real fancy. Brooch is having the time of her life. She gets to, do all these fun events. She seems like she's having fun. And
She's all about it.
yeah, she's giving the waves, trying to put on a good air about her. And the first person goes up. This is eloquence. This is from Dahlia's team. Edgar Vilcham is going to perform a poem. It entails the ideas of a bird that is held tightly against a storm, a crash that attacks with talons, and then a nest that is meant to protect. And while they're doing this, they elicit 3 spells. The first is Blade Ward, to give this idea of like this storm, and then Shield, this shimmer of magic to protect against the storm, and then even greater than that, a wall of force beyond that, so that this storming blade area around is protected not once but twice.
That's pretty good.
You hear the crowd claps, give praise. They throw flowers onto the area that is the area where the performer is, and you feel it's a pretty good one. I mean, it's a pretty good poem. Yeah. What do you call the act of reciting poetry?
Sonnet.
It was a pretty good
Soliloquy.
sonnet. Soliloquy.
Recitation.
Soliloquy, is that a word?
Yeah,
I mean, for reciting
soliloquy?
poetry,
What's the thing where you like beatbox?
I feel like I'm in agreement with Milo.
Soliloquy, an act of speaking one's thoughts aloud when by oneself or regardless of any hearers, especially by a character in a play.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go fuck myself.
All right.
Okay.
Squalia goes up next, but kind of like not pushes past you, but just like turns her head towards you. It's like, didn't even dance. And she struts out.
And I give her like a right. I know.
She's like, oh. She goes out there, performs.
This bitch is about to.
She's gonna win it.
redefine
Yeah.
the trial.
She's gonna win it.
I know. I just screwed myself. Yeah.
Nobody's ever done that before.
She performs a poem that talks about a time of darkness and toil, a seed cast out of the bowels of forgotten forms, and the growth of a new people. She uses dancing lights to kind of like highlight that it is not quite as bright as it should be. It's a little dim light. She then summons a large beast with part of the poem, reciting it, and then as it's about to attack her, casts banishment on it to get rid of this threat. But the whole time, we'll see how good it is with a performance check of 3, plus her performance maximum 2, so 5. Stutters and doesn't quite get the steps right because they are conflicting with the magic she's trying to do, trying to like put her hands and arms in a certain way to elicit the spell, but it doesn't quite fit with what she's doing. And by the end of it, there are many cocked heads, just a bit confused why there were dance aspects as part of this. You notice the first person that did, they were very, very stoic and tight with their movements. That was most likely what the audience was expecting. And so with this odd flailing about, you see who must be Greg Graythorn has just got their hand over their face like, why did I send her to do this? And she's kind of out of breath at the end of it, does a bow and comes back with confidence. Didn't quite catch any of the looks on the faces. Just kind of walks past you and says, good luck.
I give her a little knuckle bump. I'm like,
It's a
nice
tough
job.
crowd.
I know, right? But you did well.
Hey, break a leg.
Thank you.
And,
my turn?
It's your turn. And so, if you want to give me 3 spells that you're using during this,
Okay.
that each have a vocal component that can be part of this, and then I'll have you either do a persuasion or performance check.
Not even sure if these spells I have picked have vocal components.
If they don't, you can use them still, and just let me know that they don't.
As a dance.
Yeah.
Got a lot of paladin spells, and most of them all have vocals.
Well, I've got Searing Smite, which I feel
I
like
don't have that.
I assume it's the same as Divine.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's got to have vocal. Yeah, it does. It's vocal. Yeah.
vocal. Okay, cool. And use that
In fact,
one.
it only has a vocal component, so well done.
Oh, great. And then I want to use Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
And then Compel Duel.
And
Interesting.
Compel Duel also does.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
So
yeah.
they all 3 do.
So then kind of let me know what the poem is about and how you incorporate those.
Right. Okay.
Those
So, basically, the poem is about a ship wrecked at sea, and searing smite crashes down like thunder into the open waves, confused and lost, right? Hardened and bruised by the rigors of life and, life on the sea and piracy and hellish rebuke from all forms of love and connection because you don't think you're deserving of it. And then suddenly off in the distance, you see cutting through the fog and the mist and the storm, you see a lighthouse on these rocks. And it's like a compelled, with compelled duel, you're drawn in and you realize this is your only saving grace. And this is what you actually needed the whole time. And instead of going out to sea, it's time to come home.
Fantastic.
Damn, that was
Time to
good.
come home.
How the fuck did he pull this out without knowing what the fuck he was going to have to do?
Well,
The message,
that's Dash.
the deep message of that might be
That's
lost
Dash.
on some of these people, but you see a recognition, definitely from Brooch, of the depth of the poem. Go ahead and give me a
Dash is the
performance check
Broach is the
or a
lighthouse.
persuasion check.
I'll do performance. 'Cause
All right.
it's what I'm good at. Or maybe I should-
Eloquence.
It's not very good. It's a total of 7.
Roll a 7. All right.
But he rolled with advantage.
I did not.
He did not roll
I
with
feel like with
advantage.
the
Just a single
story,
roll.
it was
It's
pretty
very
solid.
good. So that'll definitely add credence to the overall accomplishment. It's just more the act of doing it, incorporating those
Right.
spells into it as part into one cohesive piece was a little off as something you haven't done before. But you get through it. Do you put any sort of dance movements into it?
Does he get
He
advantage? if
moonwalked
does?
off stage.
You know what I do? Well, do I have my weapons with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think at the end of it, to incorporate the lighthouse, I let my maul up high and have it glow bright and shine into the room
Okay. All
as
right.
the beacon.
The big beacon. Fantastic. Yeah. Give that. You get a number of flowers thrown out. You get some claps from the audience.
I do a little bow.
Your group, praises you, tries to throw out and be a little louder.
Thank you.
But not too bad as you retreat back.
All right.
You did it.
Nice work.
All right. One trial down.
That was pretty
trial.
impressive,
Is
though.
Yeah.
Ace in the crowd?
You are not.
Okay.
I'm so glad I went first.
You know what that really reminded me of? Sandman? Like that scene in the Sandman where they do the thing? We'll talk about it in a metagame minute.
Okay.
Sounds good.
When he's in hell?
I haven't
This
seen that
isn't
in so
metagame
long.
minute yet.
No, yeah, it's
You're always trying to make this about movies, where you can't be 5 guys talking about movies.
We could if we wanted to.
it would be real easy.
Pause the gameplay. Let's open up
Hard pivot.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Who wants to go next?
Master and Commander would definitely have to be the first one.
It used to be
The
Lord of
only
Rings.
one.
I used to.
The
Just
same movie
watch
every
Master
time.
and Commander every week.
Back in the day when Boz was on the show, it was always Lord of the Rings. Anyway, I'll go next if nobody wants to.
I
Unless
want to go next.
roll. Well, let's roll it.
I did roll. It was a 3. I didn't want to say that because that means me.
Okay, that's you then.
Let's get it over with. Let's get.
I wanted the dice, so
You gotta fucking put
You
these
guys
people
are
in
the
their place.
anchors. You guys are the
Yes.
anchors. Okay.
We're your
Okay.
spiritual mother anchors.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna punch him in the face when I get there. So
Perfect. That'll take all.
So the
we
trial of truth. So this takes place
yeah, go
at
for it.
a small luncheon that Tiala
want me to grab
is hosting. So this is a little
Lovely.
more intimate.
They're
of
all
an
in the
affair.
brown.
Okay.
Yeah. You do not see the others go.
Okay.
This you're kind of brought in and then brought out, and so either one or two of the other ones have gone before you have. You let's see.
You haven't fully painted the scene, but I feel like if this is a luncheon, Simon definitely, as he comes in and sees whatever before him, he's taking special note of place settings and like the arrangement of everything.
Okay.
Like
He wants to know if the salad fork goes to the left of the dinner fork.
that kind of stuff is in there, but it's overall feng shui kind of a. He's assessing.
You're trying to
the
get a
feng shui.
vibe of the
Yeah,
place.
yeah,
Is
yeah.
it eastern
Yeah.
facing or
Go
western?
ahead and give me a perception or insight check.
20. No. All right. Got to get these prizes.
21.
21. All right.
Hey, bud.
All right.
All right, we're rolling.
We're back at it. We're back at. You wanted to. You got a 21 to roll on perception.
Feng shui.
The vibe of this place.
Yeah, you missed that.
I did.
Yeah.
What?
It is a much more intimate setting than the one Valen had been to.
Come here.
Do we need video?
I got it, guys.
Everybody wishes.
You have something on your face.
You notice that Tiala, Coconut Bill's mom,
Right.
is very much at the center of this, and everyone is seated to help her. Is kind of the vibe you're getting, and you are in a very, very much an exposed spot. Where you're meant to be, at least as you walk up to the dais. There is this raised stone platform. The only window into this area is from above and shines directly onto you. So the only light is hitting you and then filters into the rest of this area. So this is very much, you see Tiala here as the focus, and you as the thing of her focus.
Okay. And do I feel like something's expected of me, or is there actual food? Because you used the word luncheon.
Yeah. So they're
Okay.
all eating and having a good time, conversing as you walk in, and things kind of quiet down.
Okay.
You know that you are expected to come and, in essence, say three things while within the circle, and they are meant to. This is your chance to let Tiala know why your candidate should be the one she chooses for her son.
Okay.
And so the expectation that you've come to find out is you're to go up there, say the three things, and then answer the one question she gives you.
Say three things.
You can do this.
No, this is not
No.
where my
we have
head
faith
is.
in
No. You can do this.
You can do this.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you.
I mean, you can do 25 of those.
You have to say three things.
Yeah, three things.
Oh, three
Um,
reasons why.
Think about Quilton Bay.
Yeah.
Think about your childhood. Think about the place we grew up.
Your family, your
I
time
think
with
Simon
Brooch.
Simon would kind of shuffle his armor around, his clothing around, and yes,
And he would bring forth his quilt.
and pulls out his quilt from underneath his jerkin or whatever he happens to be wearing, and gives it a couple of whips and lays it out nice and flat in the circle.
Okay. And as you do, where the sun's hitting, it's this nice warm area. As you lay in there, you get this sensation of something magical on the dais. And as you step onto it, you're washed with the magic of that little platform. there.
Wonderful.
And you are magically compelled to only tell the truth as of the truth circle of truth spell.
Yeah. Well, they don't need to know this, but they didn't need magic.
Also, what's super fucked up is like whatever you say is the truth.
Yeah. I think that's the
No,
idea.
just from like
Yeah,
a
that's-
metagame perspective.
Metagame perspective.
You could make the truth whatever you want it to
That's
be.
true.
You know
You
what
would
your
not-
character believes.
But you wouldn't be able to say a lie or
Yeah.
something your character believes
Yeah.
to be a lie.
Exactly.
So-
So, go ahead and stretch it.
And that's more what it does is prevents the telling of lies.
Yeah.
You can do it.
So after putting out the blanket or the quilt, my bad. Oof.
What the fuck?
I know. I make sure it's perfectly neat,
Mhm.
and then he fishes around and pulls from a pocket an empty crab shell, places it on the quilt, and then himself hops on the quilt and essentially sits in like a lotus pose.
Crisscross applesauce.
And it's a little different, but that's okay.
We used to call it
Whispers from the
Indian
audience.
Yeah, we don't call it that anymore. Calling, like, kind of recalling that first most intense memory from Simon's brain of the time that he and his friends spent on the beach, and that was kind of like the last time. How do I want to word this?
And you see the group, a couple dozen people here eating, but paying attention, focusing on you, just kind of waiting.
Just channeled the Simon that was on the beach 3 years ago.
That's what it is.
It really is.
It's Stand By Me.
It is.
I didn't tell him about the...
I say that.
This is so much like Stand By Me, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Never heard of it. What?
I haven't read that one.
Because it
Written
wasn't,
by a king, you said.
because it wasn't called Stand By Me. The book, the story had a different name.
I feel like I need to fact check this.
You do that. Meanwhile, Simon relays that
The
Brute-
body. Boom.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because they found a body.
This crab, this empty crab shell may seem like garbage to you, but this represents a time in my life that I never want to repeat. That was the day that I had to say goodbye to my friends. And that is the one mistake that I absolutely... It keeps me up at night. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because Brooch was the one that stayed with them. Brooch was the one that led them, well, to die.
In ways.
To die, yeah.
And so
to
the
be
truth just kind of
imprisoned.
slips out with that.
Thank you.
And
yeah.
so you say Brooch was the one to lead them to die
Yeah.
and to be imprisoned.
Um,
And you kind of catch yourself saying that.
oops.
There's no oops.
Well,
I mean, it's true.
Melora works in mysterious ways.
that's true.
Pretty fucking mysterious, bitch.
Gosh, I don't know.
You hear one of the attendants is like, well, that was a good first one. 2 more, young man.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's just the header, right?
Channel the beach.
I am channeling the beach,
Come
but the
back,
problem
right?
is that, like,
But it's circled around, bro. We're back on a beach.
yeah, that's true.
We're back on a beach.
So I don't know if you all know this, but the world's in danger.
Climate change.
And
You add in there, I think the world's in danger. You all might not know this, but I think the world's in
Yeah.
danger.
and Brooch is I can't think of anything right now.
You're like catching yourself too, like you're wanting to say opinions about Brooch, the opinion that you have about him, and you your mouth just kind of stops before you can, because the circle pulls that away.
Okay.
As it is,
Right. Okay. Kind of sifting through.
Mm-hmm.
Brooch is brave. I'm just going to keep it simple. Brooch is brave, and Brooch elevates others before himself.
You say both of those things. They all nod, and they expect one last statement of fact.
Brooch loves William.
You do add in there, I believe Brooch loves William. The knowledge, you don't hold
Yeah.
that kind of knowledge, deep within you.
But Simon believes it in his core.
But Simon believes it.
Yeah.
As long as Simon, as you say, Simon believes. They look happy at the statements. They all kind of turn to Tiala, and she says, "Well, I appreciate the truth you spoke today. Let me put you at a little ease. You're
thank
not
God.
the worst performer today. I have one question for you, and it is a simple one. What would Brooch not want you to tell me?"
Got it.
Oh shit.
What would Brooch not want me to tell me?
And kind of as she asks it, you are reflexively answering. It's not something you get a
I
chance
can't
to.
ponder it.
Yeah, it's
and-
not something you get to sit and
yeah.
think about. You just kind of answer the question as it's asked. So, what do you think? What does Simon think that Brooch doesn't want to be said in this moment?
You got it. Just say it. Just say it.
He lacks a bit of faith at times.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
True.
It's true, and it's good.
Enjoy some food, and then make your way back to your room, and you can enjoy the rest of the festivities.
Simon, feeling very sheepish, kind of clumsily folds up his quilt and doesn't take any food and leaves.
All right.
Guys,
The trial
that was
of
harder than I
truth.
thought it was going to be.
Dude, though, you had some cutting truths in there.
We're going to see who's going to go next.
Who's going to go next?
Fucking roll it.
111.
Is that me?
That's
I
you.
have to go last.
You got this, bro. You got this.
The trial
I'm
of
just going to punch the guy in the
spirits.
face, and it'll be fine.
The Trial of Spirits is another one that is not done in the group that you were part of. You didn't even meet the other two people, so you don't know how it went. You are brought to a large underground chamber. Big area. This little big cavern. There's a small pool in the middle. There are vines and flowering plants in here. And there's the roar of water just beyond the pool. You are behind a waterfall somewhere. And the person guiding you is just kind of, like just a guide just has brought you here and says, the spirits will come to you. Try and gain their favor, and if you do, good job, and if you don't, that's how it goes sometimes, and sometimes they don't even care one way or the other about you. Let me know when you're done. I'll be up the hill a little bit here.
I thank you.
Oh, welcome. And he starts heading back up the small cavern, the small tunnel that goes back up to where you came from.
He doesn't really care.
And you're in this large cavern. With a pool, and plants.
Ebenezer Colthane stands before you representing House McQuilton and our friend Brooch. Brooch.
I'm so glad it wasn't me.
The spirit spoke to you.
After a beat, you see kind of sliding down one of the vines here is this red monkey. Just kind of slides down, holds onto it, looks down at you. And you see on the parts of their fur, as it kind of comes out in tufts, the tufts are a little bit on fire. And it just kind of yells down at you. Wah! I don't know, Brooch. What do you need?
I'm here representing House McQuilton.
Oh, I don't know them.
You need not know of us.
Fantastic, I'm already there.
Great.
Cool, I gotta get some stuff done. You want to help?
Perhaps I can.
Okay, so we gotta make fire, and we gotta make more fire.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Simple enough.
Cool. All right, you start on that end over there. I'm gonna go get this. And he starts climbing down, and there's a number of kind of like overgrown sections of the cavern. He starts kind of lighting bits of it on fire. What are you doing?
Yeah, I go and start a fire.
On fire, baby.
All right.
I've got my flint and steel and...
Oh, you're not going to make it crazy?
You have a pretty sweet spell.
Yeah, you got the
Just
perfect
for
spell
that.
it.
Yeah. No. I create a fire. Bonfire.
And he goes, oh, well, that's great. Okay, yeah, take that whole area that way and just clear those. But make sure not to get, it kind of like grabs on some of the vines. Don't burn these. We got to keep these ones. These ones will be used for rope. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
come on. He's like picking up the pace and burning more of it and getting it cleared out. And
Yeah. No. Easy.
all right. And by kind of the end of it, you get this brush cleared out. You see little green underneath as it kind of gets blown away. And after probably about 30 minutes of doing this, the monkey kind of comes up and he says, oh, boy, how's a ton of work? That was great. Good job. You did great. Puts up his hand to you.
I appreciate that, monkey.
Hey, appreciate you helping out. Here's the deal. You ever need work around here, you let me know. I'll put you to work. That was great firing.
As long as the work is lighting things on fire, I'm your man.
Oh my gosh, you're a whole a hole in my heart right here. It's shaped just like you.
There's a reason they call me the master and commander of bonfires.
Oh,
gosh.
fantastic. That's great. They call me Milvis.
Milvis.
Yep.
Well, it's an absolute pleasure to make your acquaintance, Milvis.
Hey, you as well there, Master and Commander. All right.
no.
I gotta
That's
head
gonna go to his
out,
head.
No.
and I'll see you later, maybe. You let me know, like I said.
I hope so.
And heads off. Kind of just like hits into the stone wall, and then there's like a monkey-shaped black outline there of just soot.
It's the 12 monkeys symbol, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, there you go.
immediately
Very
what I
much.
thought of.
I guess that's just the barrel full of monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just those, those
Yeah,
monkeys.
Yeah, those monkeys.
Yeah. After a little bit of time, after the monkeys left, you see in that small pool, one of the stones that is in there just kind of starts rising up and it gets bigger.
Before you stands Ebenezer Colthane, the steward of House McQuilton.
You see rises up more, and then like 3 long legs come out of it, 3 more, and this giant, like 15 foot across wide coconut crab that's blue and is sporting an ecosystem on its back just kind of gets out. It's like, did he set that thing on fire again?
He did, yes.
God dang it.
Milvin loves to set fire to things. I was obliged to help him.
So you helped him? So you did this too? So
I did,
can blame
yes.
you.
Of course you can blame me.
All right. Why are you here?
Well, I'm here because my duty to House McQuilton obliges me to be.
Oh, I see. Dude, that's okay. All right. I don't know who Quilton is,
That's fine.
so I don't think they're here.
I am here.
Gotcha. And so you're obliged to elsewhere, maybe.
Perhaps.
It just gives you a long look with its weird eyes.
I go wherever the tides take me to be.
And they took you here.
Seems that way.
I don't know if there's anything for you here.
You said this was a crab?
What was that? What did you say last time?
That's a good question. I forgot what I said.
Something about it seemed like you said like there's nothing for you here or something like that.
Well, I don't know why you're. I don't know why you're here. It's just kind of like this is a big bay full of elves, and you're not an elf.
Indeed, I'm not.
So-
Neither are you.
Yeah, no, I'm the manifestation of the waters of this area. So if you look out, that is me. That's me right there. Kind of points with its big claw out towards the waterfall.
Well, if you're the manifestation of the waters, then perhaps you sense a piece of you within me.
Oh, you've been drinking me.
I've been drinking you.
Yeah, that happens.
I've been in you. I've breathed your water.
Yeah, that tends to be what people do.
Indeed, I was brought here by the tides, but it's more than that even. I don't know where else I start with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's contagious.
This conversation seems to be a lot about you, so you enjoy your time here. And it just starts slowly going back into the pool.
Of course, I will do my best.
Raises one of the claws as it goes down into a thumbs up and closes it back down as it becomes that small rock again that's in the pool. After a bit more time, kind of wandering around, is there anything you want to do as you're just taking a look at the area in here? You've, interacted with 2 spirits at least.
Yeah, Jesus, I don't know.
Terrifying demon
Yeah,
running around
howling
outside.
No, I just feel like Ben would be pretty patient about it all. He's not too eager, especially after the last one. Like, I felt like Ben said everything he had to say, but Brett feels like that did not go well.
It's hard to notice, but you catch it eventually as you're kind of wandering around that this cavern has been filled and has been filling with a deep mist, similar to ones you see during the morning and the night when it gets colder. as this mist just kind of enters into this area and makes it hard to see. And you notice it, and then it gets deeper and deeper, and you can't see 10 feet away.
It feels as though I, Ebenezer Colthane of House McQuilton, is not alone in this chamber.
No, you're not.
Every spirit is derpier than the last one.
Hi, it's me. I'm Spirit.
You just wait till the next one. But it's just like, yeah, you're not alone.
Excellent. Well, I am here to win your favor as part of the trial of spirits.
Win my favor.
If it's possible.
Trials. That seems interesting.
If you say so.
Okay. Tell me then, what are you winning?
Well, if all goes well, I prove that close friend and confidant of mine, suitable for marriage to another.
They shouldn't be married to them, though.
Tell me why you think so.
I don't know. I haven't met him before. That was good. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Well, in that case, you're welcome to think whatever you'd like.
I tend to.
Good. I do as well.
You think so highly of yourself, then?
This guy's totally
No.
smoking a hookah.
Yeah, half asleep, half
I'm the
stoned.
embodiment of a hookah.
The mist.
That's a different one.
Yeah.
No, in fact, I don't think highly of my own thoughts at all. I think...
But look where you are and who you're talking to. Probably done many things to get yourself to a place like this.
It almost sounds as though you think of yourself all important.
I'm pretty important. I keep this place safe.
Well, I go where the winds carry me. I go where the tides move my ship, and where the sands shift beneath my feet. And I go nowhere else.
I like that. I like that. It is an interesting way for one like you to live. Most of your folk don't do that. They are very
Busy.
busy. That's the word. Yes. If you ever come here again, I'll try and guide your way.
I'd be much obliged.
You see the mist kind of slowly dissipates over time. After about 10 minutes, it's back to a nice clear area. Water running, going everywhere. It's, yeah, pretty nice.
Feels nice.
After a little bit, you start noticing the area where that was kind of burnt is growing. Like the plants in there are growing again. Slowly, like things are getting covered in moss. You start seeing just worms starting to come up out of it. You know, just finding their way through the new burnt areas and the new plants. And a lot of them start to kind of point your way, kind of slowly making their way towards you.
I've already been acquainted with Melvin, the spirit of fire, the spirit of water, what I assume is the spirit of air. My name is Ebenezer Colthane, steward of House McQuilton.
As the worms kind of start coming up, they start gathering on top of each other, and they start forming this odd shaped, humanoid-esque looking thing.
Captain.
One like big leg and like a chunky torso and like arms that kind of move, and as they get too far away, they just kind of fall off and splat on the ground underneath. And you kind of see it raise up and tries to put on like a pose as it slops off again, and it's like, Elbenezer, that's a cool name. Where did you get that? And you see it's
You're
making
right,
noise
Dash.
by just like
Yeah, got worse.
the lower worms are like
derpy.
smacking up against the upper worms of its mouth
It's
area.
just like falling apart.
And it's like,
Ugh.
that's a cool. Where'd you get it from?
I was lucky enough that my mother thought of it for me.
A mother? Where did you get one of those?
Wherever Melora saw fit.
Melora?
You've heard of her.
Ah, she seems impressive.
I'd say so.
You know her too? She's your mom?
Melora is a mother of sorts, yes.
Oh, that's good for you.
I think so.
Oh, very interesting. What else can you tell me about you? You're a person.
Well, as I said, my name is Ebenezer.
Ebenezer.
And I've been fortunate enough to be reconstituted, given a second chance, second life,
Oh,
second run at things by none other than Melora.
that's so interesting. So you were, and then you weren't, but now you are again.
I was, and then I was not, and now I am again.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I think so, yes.
Did you so your mom made you, and then Melora made you again?
It's almost as though as I have two mothers of
There's
whom I
so
can
many
thank.
mothers.
More than most, yes.
Oh my gosh. Do you have plans on making more of you? Can you be a mother?
I'm not sure I can be.
Oh.
And even if I could, I'm not sure it'd be a heritage, a lineage worth passing on.
Oh, I see. They don't like what you are now.
I'm not sure that I do.
Oh, they don't want more of it in the world.
Perhaps there's no place for people like me in the world.
Oh, I see. So you go sleep for a long time then?
When Melora sees it fit, I will, yes.
Oh. Well, hopefully that won't be any time soon. You maybe help other mothers out. That would be good, I think, for you.
I think so.
Oh.
Melora sees fit, I'll help many mothers before the long nap.
You see it's kind of like reorients its form a bit. And kind of like, you see a lot, like it kind of like sinks down a bit and is like putting out one of its arms. But like the elbow is connected still, so it's only out a little bit. And you see an odd hand with like worms dripping off of it. It says, well, it's been so good to meet you. And I've heard that people shake hands
Yes,
when they meet.
they do, and perhaps Melora willing will shake hands again.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. I
It's been my
hope
pleasure.
you go to sleep for a long time.
I do too. Thank you.
Okay. I will see you later.
Take care.
Both sweet and ominous.
And the worms just kind of fall back apart.
That guy fucked me up a little bit.
Yeah.
And just go back into the earth around them.
I think that was my favorite.
Great.
I think, yeah, definitely Ben did a good job with all of those spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Wait.
All right. You wait for a bit longer. Nothing seems to happen.
And-
Eventually, you get the sense that no other spirits are coming to see you.
And when it's done, I would take my censer and I would light some incense.
All right.
And I would sit in contemplation.
Sounds good. On your way back, you head back and find your guide. And he's like, oh, well, it seems you didn't do too bad. I get the sense that the fire monkey liked you.
Yes, I did as well.
And I believe that the air, Har, liked you as well.
I'm glad to hear it. I was unsure.
I didn't think the other two took much of a liking, but they're, tough cookies.
Well, be that as it may, I appreciated their audience.
Well, let's get you up to the festivities then. Come enjoy yourself. And you head on out and enjoy the festival. As we head over to
Roll it, Caleb.
Oh, sorry, Milo. It's red again.
Head over to a smaller amphitheater than the one the poems were recited at. Here you see not large groups of people being entertained, but smaller groups of people. You see Tiala, and you see the candidates of the other candidates for betrothal are there as well. And you come out alone to the center of the area.
Who does?
Ace.
Say my name.
Say my name.
Yeah. I looked at everyone. I'm like, all right.
And there's a tall, elderly-looking elf that is in the center of that approaches you. They're well dressed, buttoned down, and they look to you and says, "Have you been made aware of what is to transpire? I know you are not of one of the houses."
Yeah, no, we are. We're the Quilton boys, the McQuiltons.
The McQuiltons, yes.
Yeah. We know all about these rituals, and that one right there, and I point at the male elf guy.
Mm-hmm.
He needs a bag of shit put in his face.
I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And if I can be the one to put it there, that's totally fine with me. If somebody else does it, that's cool too.
Off to a stellar
Gotcha,
start. This is exactly how I thought this would go.
All
First
right.
impression.
And who were you pointing at?
The elf man guy that I put the.
So that's
going to
be William or Greg. Because you're brought here alone. The other two people that you're with are not here.
Yeah, I don't point at either of them.
Gotcha.
I say my combatants.
The companion back there, so they know that you're talking about.
They need to know that I'm talking about one of them.
So he's like,
other
I see.
yeah.
A little, apparently not good bunking situations.
You know, I tried to make friends.
Hold
and
this for me.
Have and I take it and have everybody come and have a
Make
good
a
time
wisdom
together.
saving throw.
And I make a wisdom saving throw.
As he hands you this grapefruit-sized dark orb.
So I have a +0 to my wisdom saving throw, and I rolled an 18.
An 18. Not too bad.
Nice work.
You handle the orb
Excellent.
fairly easily.
What is this? What are you giving me?
You do
I
get
really
a sense.
want a chance to punch that guy in the face.
You do get a sense as it's starting to kind of whisper into your ear. You get these odd whispers of just negative things, just things that are, kind of mean.
Yeah. This thing is supposed to make me upset or sad, or this is what I live with every day.
Ah, I see. Fantastic. So this should be no problem.
I am a
for you.
man that has lived through many trials and many tribulations. Have you ever spent time in a swamp prison?
I'm sorry.
They're not good. You shouldn't go to these swamp prisons ever.
He kind of looks over to Tiala, looks back. Your topic of debate is not swamp prisons.
No,
It is one of these, and holds out a cup that has 3 sticks, flat wooden sticks in them.
yeah, I've seen these before. Corn dogs, right?
I do not know what a corn dog is.
Yeah, you put a hot dog and then you put some batter on it.
know
and
what
you-
a hot dog,
you
a
bake it.
warm dog.
yeah,
on the
with
sea.
it's a cylinder.
Pick one.
Oh, I picked the middle one.
Okay.
A cylinder? A cylinder of meat?
That is a corn dog. It's a
Yeah.
meat cylinder.
What languages do
Have
you
you
know?
heard of a totem pole?
Halfling, and I also know another one. It is not on this sheet.
Would it be Elvish?
It would not be.
Okay,
Elvish.
so this is an Elvish, and he kind of looks at you as you're looking at it. Do you need me to translate?
Yeah. I don't speak this language.
I see, of course. It's good that you were picked for this then, huh? The sacred places of Villendale should be opened up to outsiders. This is the stance you will take in our debate.
Yeah. I agree with that, so it should be easy.
Oh, I see. Fantastic. So
bring out that male elf guy.
you, a member of the court
What is his
of
name, Snotty?
McQuilton, believes that outsiders should be brought into the people of Villendale. It makes sense. You, an outsider yourself, trying to bring in those that are outside of our culture. So,
This has the
Let us
potential to get
debate.
real offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
six beers deep.
And so with that, if you want to go ahead and make a persuasion check, as the elf also makes a persuasion check.
The real Milo comes
because
out.
you rolled so high, you have no disadvantages as you're holding this orb.
Wow.
That is a natural 20.
Dang.
Give him the bag! Give him the bag! I
Dang.
feel like I earned a bag for
You
that.
earned a bag.
Don't look.
Remember,
Just reach in. There's some good shit. in
small
there.
packages can sometimes contain
Oh, fuck.
fantastic
Even
big things.
smaller.
Bottom of the poster. So
Well,
What's this?
It's a great poster.
Justin Bieber,
hell yeah.
baby.
it appears to be a dinosaur.
It is a T-Rex.
That's great. Heck yeah.
That's a Dollar Tree special.
The king of dinosaurs.
I actually put up the Thomas Kincaid in my
Hey,
bathroom.
I noticed it's not in your display today.
Finally, it's about time.
Yeah, it is in my bathroom.
As
And
it
it
You're gonna
watches
have
me
her-
every day as I poop.
You're-
Milo just
It's
keeps
very
going for
calming.
all the visual prizes.
His apartment's going to be the Met before too long.
Well, I mean, Thomas Kincaid and Dollar Tree dinosaur poster.
So natural 20 plus 0.
Natural plus 0. The debate goes well.
Oh, is persuasion -1.
-1. So 19?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So he didn't even roll a 20 on his 20.
But I will absolutely still keep the
It's still a critical.
vibe of the natural 20 against this. The elf makes persuasive arguments that their culture is tender, is something they are trying to reclaim, and makes good points about this.
So
But
with bringing in other cultures makes the culture that is there stronger and better
and
by
absolutely
growing
you
and
bring in
cultivating new ideas.
you bring in points that at a couple of moments cause him to in a debatorial way. There's a word for that.
Yeah.
But it's not that, I don't think. But you cause him to kind of get on his back foot and has to kind of play catch up a bit.
Put them in those traps.
There's an
those debate
odd
traps.
confidence you have, and you're able to just kind of hit a couple of points, and everyone seems fairly impressed by this.
Well, because I come
As
from a
you-
place that is all about different cultures and melding of ideas. Like, that's what Coolton is about.
Well, I mean, with that, let me get a deception check on that.
Well, I mean,
The town that built a wall and has a military,
No,
religious police.
But we all came together as one culture, one
one of his
and
best friends is
built
a
that wall.
cat.
Yeah, and built the wall to keep outsiders
I would
out.
rather not roll that and just stick with my natural 20.
For sure, for
Okay,
sure.
Thanks.
Yeah, but no,
I forgot
that's,
about our
that's the
Trump
thing.
era.
This is much more.
Nobody
of
likes to talk
an
about that.
academic debate, where the idea is you're meant to, sometimes be playing either side of the debate.
They can
And-
tell that I actually feel this way.
Yeah, and that's points kind of against you. They'd rather have it be unfeeling. They don't like passion in this. They want
At the
logic.
end of
They
it, I
want
definitely
Spock.
bring some
But you're there,
fists,
yeah.
and
You-
I want
uh,
to punch the other guy.
The Sandoval crew is pretty excited about what you're saying.
Of course, they
I'll
would
say.
be.
They're like, this guy's got some points. We never saw it that way, actually. But with that, you walk out of the event. The older elven gentleman, congratulates you, and you can continue on with the festivities.
Cool.
Where do you guys all meet up? These all happen fairly soon. Amongst each other, over about 2 days, and you're let back into the festivities. Where do you all meet?
Where's,
If I see
where's
that other
Brooch?
elf guy somewhere, I'm gonna punch him in the face.
You don't end up seeing him elsewhere other than very fancy places. You will eventually see him
end up
again.
seeing him someplace.
Where's Brooch?
And you let me know when I see him.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know the moment you see him.
because he gets some poop in his eye.
Yeah.
but in a
he's
fist
going
form.
metal.
Right. You're gonna punch him and
Full
put shit on him.
Well, no.
I know where you're going. I got
See,
it.
Alex, I know you don't want the
There we
poop,
go.
so I'm going to take away the poop.
Yeah.
I'm like you.
It'll just be a fist.
I will let you know the next time you see him. Brooch is with Brooch and Corgan Dorgan. They are sleeping at they're sleeping at Coconut Bill's place, but are
I bet
attending
they
the
are.
facilities.
They're all four in the same bed when we get there.
Oh,
That's
we
where all
must have
you
done
guys
really
were
well.
sleeping as well. That was the large 5-story mansion.
Oh, one
gotcha,
big bed.
gotcha.
Yeah,
But I mean,
one big
they're.
bed.
Yeah, well, yeah.
One
Big
bed.
What I'm asking is during
Oh.
the next 2 days, as you guys are kind of coming out of not quarantine but seclusion, where is it you all kind of gather up to meet and discuss what happened? Your group.
Probably Coconut Bill's, like,
Yeah, the bar on the hill.
his little bar
That makes
area.
sense.
That makes sense.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy
Perhaps.
enough. So yeah, you head on back there.
Wherever I can
Sure,
hear the
my dad
whispering
is,
seas.
and I just hope
sorted.
he's dead when I get there.
I don't
see
know.
your
Are you
dad at
still
the
wearing
place.
gloves?
And this place is, you see other people from the other houses here as well. And getting here, like the roads that go from place to place, there's travelers traveling on them to get to these other estates on the bay. It is a wild, fun time. And these people, are just enjoying it. You're sad you had to miss out on a few days of it.
Perhaps.
As you head to the bar at Bill's to relax and reconvene. That is where we will end today's episode. and pick up
What?
next
No! We got time. We
It
can wrap
is.
this up.
time. It is our regular ending time, and
Gosh
we will
darn.
wrap it up next time, where the festival will conclude with Tiala choosing
It's so much
the
fun
next
on that.
betrothed. You will still be able to speak your piece to Tiala. You know that you will have the chance to offer more support for Brooch in the future after
Indeed.
these trials.
Okay.
But until then, thank you all for joining us around the proverbial podcast table. I've been your host and DM, Alex. Today I have had...
Rat as Ben.
Dash is Valen.
Caleb is Simon.
And Milo is Ace.
Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Thanks for dropping by, friend. In the meantime, why don't you visit bit.ly/humbleinn and buy yourself something fancy on Humble Bundle. Help us keep the ale flowing around here. You can also leave our bartenders and troopers a tip over at patreon.com/in at the end. We hope to see you here next week. Until then, grab your sword and keep on adventuring.